so the fall makes some noise. This is power, this is truth, this is fire. We're the spark that'll light your empire. We're the grinders, the makers, the dream machine, chasing visions through the Web3 stream. Break the mold, let the fire ignite. We're building in public, no fear, no fright. Amid the rugs and the fakes we shine, grinding through space, coding in time. The fold is ours, yeah, we're claiming the game. Astrocast is rising, remember the name. It's the future we write, it's a world we design. The fold is calling and the stars will align. The fold is ours, we're breaking the chains, riding the storms, we're embracing the game. From the depths of Aquatica to galaxies wide, the Astro Kids conquer, the fold's on the rise. Yo, solo explorers building the base, from an island of dreams to the vastest space, transforming the grind into indie gold. Bear the torch, we're breaking the old. This ain't just a game, it's a movement away from the sea to the stars. It's the future we pave, a limited run, but the fire's alive. Exclusive mid-watch, the legends arrive. Builders of the bear, we're taking it there. From nothing to something, to the cosmos we tear. Through the void, through the dark, we declare. Yo, step up, step in, feel the beat drop. Indie revolution, and we won't stop. From collectors to coders, we're setting the bar. Rising like rockets, we're aiming for stars. The fold is ours. We're breaking the chains, riding the storms, we're embracing the game. From the depths of Aquatica to galaxies wide, the Astro Kids conquer, the fold's on the rise. Yeah, we're carving the path, and it's burning bright. Indies, take note, this is your fight. The fold is calling and we're answering loud. Heads high, fists raised, we're making you proud. Yeah, we're carving the path, and it's burning bright. Indies, take note, this is your fight. The fold is calling, and we're answering loud. Heads high, fist raised, we're making you proud.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Astrocast. Thanks so much for joining. Today we have a really cool one. I hope you guys will enjoy. So, as always, for everyone that's new here, I'm gonna go over some details about the World. So, what is the World? The World is an indie game studio. We're building a universe where games, comics, and digital collectibles come together to create unforgettable experiences. Our flagship RTS game, real time strategy, is Islands of Aquatica that blends rich storytelling with competitive gameplay. While our Astro Kids IP, those are our in game characters and NFTs, expands across comics and in game lore, inviting players to become part of a living narrative. We focus on community driven value by using Web3 tools, and not just for speculation, but to create genuine engagement and reward alignment. As always, we're going to have our amazing CEO and founder, BK. He is the founder of Vault. He's a generalist in game design and development. He's our CEO. He's a member of Super Team India. He was top 3% developer on Freelancer, and he participated on all the Solana hacker houses in the founder village. He also judged NASA robot designing contest. And so, yeah, we love him. We all know
That's
him.
that's
He's
getting long.
BK.
Every Astrocast,
It's,
we need to cut it
it's
short.
long. We need to add even more. We need to add even more. Uh,
Thanks for
and
having us, Alex. Last week, your health was not that great. How are you feeling today? It's good.
Oh yeah, much better. Definitely much better. I think everyone is a bit struggling with the virus. I know you're too. I
Yeah,
know
I'm a bit better today.
yeah, you feel a bit better. But I hope everything will be 100% soon. There is a virus out. Is this virus out there? We need to take care. Uh, and yeah, still feel it a bit. Still coughing a tiny bit, but yeah, all good now. So I think just need to introduce then our special guest we're gonna
Yes.
have today.
I would
Uh,
actually love to take this if that's okay with you, because
yeah, yeah.
Zhang is a very special guest we are having, and I think the first gaming project that is being hosted on Astrocast. Hi Zhang, welcome. I met Zhang
Hello.
for the first time in Ho Chi Minh City Hacker House. That's my first Solana Hacker House as well in 2023, early 2023, I guess, and we shared the same demo stage, pitching our products, what we are building and all that stuff. Thanks for joining us, Zhang, and yeah, maybe you can give a quick introduction to everyone.
Yeah, hi, Alex, the host. Been watching like Astrocast a few times, so yeah, finally on now. I hope not gonna mess up like your cast. Be careful the Woman show as well. Yeah, it's Zhang here. For anyone like first time to see, I rarely actually like on like such a live cast and sharing with you guys like this. So anything I'm not good, please help me to like do this journey for the next hour together. But yeah, but thanks, PK. I think it's like I don't know, like since you just like keep in building something and you keep in the space, you're gonna see your familiar face friend like again at any point of the time on the path. So yeah, it's very good to see BK first time in Ho Chi Minh after like Solana Hacker House, and then after that we also were on the same acceleration program at the Solana University,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
So
yes,
it's
yes.
like yeah, it was some point in time that we just like overlap on some point, and yeah, it's good that we can finally just keep hold on each other again, and then yeah, still in the sauna space.
Yeah, it's quite a journey, right? Like, even I think after that we also met in startup village in Malaysia as well. It's been continuous journey from there.
So exactly,
and,
yeah.
and you have traveled, I just for the people who are listening to you for the first time, how I just wanted to ask, like, how you started with this, what's your passion getting started with the three, and specifically gaming and stuff, before we dive deeper into underruns and understand more about the gaming aspects
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, it's good to have some this time to actually like talk, relaxing, and just like reflect on you and then all the stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I am Zhang, currently founder and executive producer of the company. So what my actually thinking is, firstly, is like what got me into blockchain actually because of my tech co-founder, because we
Hmm.
used to be ex college friends, and then he joined one of the Web3 gaming unicorn back then, and he just convinced me like how blockchain is great, and I can like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then let's build something together, because actually I've been always wanted to do something that involving people or like community, and then we both love games, so we just
Hmm.
like, and also because we've been always talking about games and saying like actually games not for us, game not for like the one who don't have a lot of money, or like that's for like the OG, the big guys and in the room. So it's like it's not for us. But when actually I dig more into like blockchain and see, oh, actually this is something that maybe can help us, like maybe
Hmm.
smaller people, I don't know, but like have big dream and we want to do our thing and we're passionate about it, and we can do this. So I think the community driven or like co-creation from the community to making the game process is actually makes a lot of sense in a way
Hmm.
of like not just for the game developer, like in the sense of like okay money and whatever, but also like because players always know the best of the game, not just
Yeah.
creator, not creator at anything. They just good at like okay, I'm the lead of the tribe, and then okay, this is the idea, let's make this all together. But the player actually make it happen. To be
Hmm.
honest, so I
Hmm.
think combining with this, right? I think okay, let's finally just make a game, make Underrealm. That's why we're doing this so far. It's a trading card game, and we also think trading card game is what we've been loving so for so long as a kid. Um, and yeah, and Suriname, we don't have such a trading card game any. It's been like 2 3 years. I've been seeing people come and go.
Hmm.
It's not easy, but yeah, that's how let us started and then motivate us to pick up this one together.
Yep, yeah, that's a great initiative. Actually, even that's a common motivation for indie creators like us, right? Like, we wanted to build something big, and but we can't do it ourselves. We need the support of the community. Yeah, and we have taken so many steps. Like, earlier, even we started with infrastructure, like, make sure that our game is built solid, and then on top of it, we started building the games and everything. So of course, this is not a smooth road. I'm sure, like, we all went through a lot of like, hurdles in our path to reach wherever we are right now, and we are still hustling, we are still grinding through it. I personally played the game. I really enjoyed it. Like, I was able to directly get into the game and, like, get started with it without having any issues. So that's what I loved about like, Underrealms. It's like, it's just a quick like, run through the whole game mechanics, and also understand what type of characters you have and what type of attack mechanics, and it's quite easy to understand as well. So I really love game designs in that way. As a game designer myself, I really enjoy if a player can, like, just get into that without going through a lot of process. So just getting a bit more into the game. So what's this game about? Like, it's a card game, and it's a turn-based strategy game. So what is the motivation around it? So are you planning to have some IPs around that, and is it driven by a story, or
Mhm.
what's it about? What's the
Yeah,
themes
right.
about?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thanks, man, for playing it. Yeah, I've been also seeing how you like see the journey and then all the stuff, which is what I love. And I think there's a lot of stuff that we should do as well. So pretty much about like Underrealm.
Hmm.
I think there's a lot of definition around like trading card game or card game in general. So I would say, if any of you guys maybe already playing card game or not playing yet. So
Hmm.
Underram is closer to more like a really classical type of the trading card game, kind of closer lean towards to like the Magic the Gathering,
Hmm.
um, the Yu-Gi-Oh. So the theme around that is more like semi like realistic, and it's dark fantasy, but not too dark, not too that dark like
Hmm.
Diablo, not that dark, but yeah. And it's surrounding like the medieval culture. I actually
Hmm.
inspired a lot by the Lord of the Ring. So the
Hmm.
entire idea around Underrealm is we behind it. There's also like a fantasy world that we actually want to create, as you mentioned, right? There's IP behind it. So
Hmm.
instead of we take a existing IP and so creating our own like characters, the world IP, and
Hmm.
later it's gonna be like the next game coming. Surrounding the Underrealm is a shared character, a different like point of time in the world that we call item. So
Hmm.
that's pretty much in it. So Underram is a review of the current of the world today, but like around the way when you're playing it, you're gonna see it's actually the story behind of like what's make Underram today at this world at this point in time, because the
Hmm.
entire past actually already happened. So this just like the consequence or like the result like coming now. So that's pretty much it. And what we actually was thinking about when design Underworld is we actually loved Yu-Gi-Oh at first, and
Hmm.
one of the card game, if you guys have heard about the name, is called Artifact. Actually,
Hmm.
by they developed by the Steam. Actually, now they gone. They still playable, but like they're no more developed. So we
Hmm.
love the way of like card game is very. It's not a fast pace. And it's not for any like beginner as well. It's more like the one who like strategize, the one who more like in the middle ground of like not playing something too much hyper casual, but don't have a lot of time to invest, but they
Hmm.
want to play for long because that's like their view being like along the way strategy for years. So we take that as a first step, and we also like cut the paper, also like drawing stuff, inviting friends come over to like play the games. So one of the things very unique about Underrealm or trading card game in general is we actually don't like the aspect of like people have to keep watching on so many stuff or like counting on stuff like
Hmm.
mana. like stars, like and life point. So at Underrealm, there's no mana, so you can
Hmm.
just actually like play for free whatever cards you want to play at any point in time of the match. There's no constraint. But the only
Hmm.
constraint to you is the grand strategy. So that's why Underrealm is all about the grand strategy, because there's a lot of surprising factors. Because when you play the card, both player actually like play it face down, not face
Hmm.
up.
Yep.
And and you have like a lot of surprise mechanics here when you actually don't know what the card is playing by the opponent, and there's a lot of surprising like effect on your like strategy. So that's pretty much around the main theme of Underram. So we like the freedom of it, but also like, oh, I have freedom, but how should I deal with that? So that's what we wanna do. Yeah, yeah. So it's very easy
Right,
for
right.
beginner. If anyone like never play card game, it's very easy for them to unlock. Yeah,
Right, right, right. And even the strategy is like very interesting. When I was like playing in few turns, I was able to only deploy 5 cards, and then I just understood. Okay, we need to use more soldiers so that I can use the hero cards as well. So eventually, it went up to 7 cards that I can get the same time. So yeah, it's pretty self-learning. I'm surprised. I don't play much of card games, but I'm
nice,
surprised
nice.
I was able to do the whole thing. Yeah, recently, this is very strange to say, but once we become founders of startup, we never find time to play games, so that's unfortunate. But yeah,
Yeah, of
uh,
course, yes.
I just got Horizons remastered pack in my. I wanted to play that game for few weeks. The remastered edition, just lying there in my stream. I never got a chance to try it out. So yeah, but
Gotcha, gotcha,
yep.
yeah. It's
But
Wow,
that's a yeah.
I gotta say, I'm looking at the game right now. I hadn't seen the game before, sadly, and I've been a massive fan of Magic the Gathering
Let's go.
since I was like fifth grade. I went to school, and kids had those cards, and I started getting those cards and playing with them. One thing I really love is the art, and this game
Yep.
has amazing art. I'm seeing some art here in these cards, which is amazing. So it, even if it's AI, I don't know if it is, but there's a lot of great taste here on the selections. It looks really high quality. I'm really liking it.
thank you.
Really,
Yeah,
really.
I think this is one of the cool, very neat games I have seen in this world. Once I played it, I just immediately that I love it. It's just very few people understand what is required in the games, right? It's just not having Web3 functionality or having tokens or having this system. It's about like making the game that is actually fun. A game can survive without having any Web3 aspect, but it cannot survive without having a good game at any
Yeah,
point.
exactly. Like Alex mentioned, right? I think it's totally fine. You didn't know that before. We've been actually playing it pretty low key. So
Hmm.
instead of like very rushing, like make it to market and just like, hey, this token, hey, this is NFT. Because the thing is, we want to polish the gameplay first. So we were
Yep.
actually trying to like find or like message privately to people. Oh, are you actually a cartoon fan by any
Hmm.
chance? And then actually turn out like you, like Alex, like a lot of people actually play as a childhood, and
Hmm.
that's how we wanted to like play it together. So we have a lot of like feedback on game polish. So there's a lot of burden on like how to like make these like a long time card game fan that they can like move or even like learn a new genre and fresh take of the underram, like underram as well as a trading card game. Yeah,
Right, right, right.
because I think that three is like it makes sense only when we have a proper community and a good gameplay. Other sense, of course, we understand there's like the entire distribution, the community thing, but we also gotta know what is the fundamental or the foundation of a game. Right, a game is fun. That
Yep.
has to be put on the top priority for
Yep. Yep.
anyone. Yeah, yeah,
If that is not there, people will be there until the farming ends, and once the farming is done, everyone is disappeared and the game dies. So that's how it is, and we have seen so many projects dying that way, right? So uh, that has been an eye opener for me, for quite some time. I've been doing. So I've been in this. We also tried launching some few collections and start bootstrapping community from the Web3 space and trying to find out the gamers in this space. And to be honest, it's been really really challenging if we are focusing on Web3 gaming segment alone. It adds up like additional layer, which actually leads to my next question, which I wanted to maybe discuss a bit with you on this one. Like, since you're also building game and you're also now in the stage of going to public, getting the playtests out, getting the feedback from the community, uh, I would like to know how are you finding the ecosystem? Are you finding gamers inside the ecosystem, or what is your approach of taking this to the hands of 10,000, or a million players going forward?
Mm,
What does the Web3 landscape look like for you?
right. That's very good question. Also a very good reflection question as well. I think to be honest, we are like how we're thinking on the that question of like how to get the next like 100x or whatever like players. I think it's not an easy to easy thing to do for sure. But I
Hmm,
think one of the things that we've been actually makes us like more confident into like expand and like to reach more like a bigger audience is after a pretty much quite a time of like having um, a decent amount of like players that very focused and help us to polish the game. So we know like
hmm,
okay, Andorem is actually it's fun as a game. So that part, of course, there's a lot of way thing that we need to do along the way, right? But
hmm.
at least it brings us like the confidence. Okay, okay, the foundation's already there built.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the next couple of months, or let's say like Q2 this year,
Hmm,
we're gonna focus more on like expanding for on the I would say like trading the mechanism or the in-game item stuff.
hmm,
Uh, it's gonna start firstly just within the in-game currency that is off-chain. There's nothing like token official.
yep, yep.
Currently, right now, player actually been playing Underrun for pretty a while, and actually a lot of them just collect the in-game points. I would say like it's called URG,
Hmm,
much a lot, and they've been actually asking like, what can I do with this? And they gonna start to be able to like trading with like cards, in-game
hmm,
skin, and stuff pretty much soon because
hmm,
we want to actually see okay right like if people been playing the game do they actually invest in the game
hmm,
or the thing that they want to be in the game. So to build that fundamental of like to understand the player behaviors and to see if anything we should adjust along the base trading elements of the game without touching any like real currency yet.
hmm,
It's like a stress test, but in a safer way. And then you see anything that we need to correct. Okay,
hmm,
then we correct it. And then after that, and this is gonna be happen in the next 3 or 4 weeks, pretty much
hmm,
soon.
hmm,
And right after, like a month after that, the trading mechanism with like cash are gonna be like releasing out.
hmm,
The so that's pretty much like how we can at least reach the first stage of like okay, a trading card game, right? It's a trading mechanism around, and then the card be interchangeable. So that's what we want to build in terms of like game, but also like a trading part. So
hmm,
I think one of the part, the next one is we gonna extend firstly on the distribution channel, which means right now it's on like web browsers, and it's gonna
hmm,
be available on mobile very soon.
hmm.
And later it's gonna be either on Steam or Epic Store. Like we
Epic Store.
expand the
Okay.
distribution channel, and of
Hmm,
course we once the by summer, right? Once the saga is ready, and then we'll be also like ready for the now it's called like Seeker phone, but yeah,
hmm.
it's still not mobile. Um,
Yeah.
so pretty much on the distribution channel, and then we want to actually partner with like few collections or like communities or with the IP in the space, which
Hmm,
is what actually pretty much like the world has been like doing pretty much it, integrating like some of the IPs that fit into our games,
hmm,
make communities based around that. Because one of the great thing about Underrealm is we actually have a custom mode when we can create the cards and
hmm,
adjust all the statics like meta pretty much in a few clicks. 1 minute you can have like a new set of cards being releasing out. So yeah,
hmm.
that's pretty
That
much
that's that, that's actually a well thought out strategy. We are actually going in the same direction. So Initially we thought of like wrapping up the whole game, like finishing with the storyline and stuff, but then it's just like very resource intensive, and also like puts us in very uh, very uncertain grounds, right? Because here, especially when it comes to Web3, the behavior of the users in this ecosystem, like who want to explore something that is related to Web3, like it fluctuates on different folds. Like sometimes people are very bullish on gaming, and immediately after a week, everyone is extremely bearish on gaming. So this uncertainty is like especially if we are building games at scale, and like
Yeah.
having to establish our own IPs. So we are all doing this for our passion, right? So we want to bring that idea out and put it in the hands of people. So that's a great strategy. So even what we did is like we stripped off the whole story part, like all RPG mechanics, and now we are purely focusing it on RTS base building, where players like they land on this new planet called Aquatica, and every player ends up getting their own island. On that island, they start building their
Mm,
base in the
I like
first zone that is unlocked, and they can set up the machines like analyzers, processing units, 3D printers, assembly units. They can customize the robots the way they want, and that would be your army. And they can also customize the defenses, build walls, and protect their base. So right now we are not going with PvP mode. Even we are like thinking it in phases. So initially we'll enable the base building mechanics, and then
that.
to unlock the island further, there will be like multiple enemies coming across, and you need to like defeat the enemy, and then that gives you a special reward that's called Titans, where they can craft their own robots, like a legendary robot that amplifies the or boosts the whole attack power or defense power based on the type of Titan. So yeah, and that's the phase like we are also trying. Like we release this playtest in the first or second week of next month. Hopefully,
Mm,
we'll have the initial build internally tested this month, and that's our goal. And next month we do some playtests, and we are also looking to launch it in Epic Store and also Steam. But we are also thinking of a different, slightly a different strategy. Also tie up with some Web2
mm,
companies,
yeah,
and like who are good
absolutely.
with distribution, and like doing the PR and marketing for the company, so that it's like revenue share or whatever it is, and then penetrate into more audience, and then bring Web3 or the blockchain elements if people want to opt. Keep it in an optional category, but everything in the back end, so that they don't understand, like they don't have to understand anything about Web3. Just like what we have been trying to work out for last 2 years, like
Yeah,
keeping the
yeah, exactly.
everything,
Yeah.
everything in the back end, right? So we have the servers ready, we have all the assets and everything in that. So it's just like switching from off chain to on chain whenever it is required. So
Mm.
uh, yeah, that's the line of action we are also having. So maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a solid move because anyway, right? I think I personally think about like Web 2 or Web 3 gamer is they all gamer. They all just player, just want to have fun and
Hmm.
maybe they want to spend some of their free time. I would say in some point with our game. So we just actually think about that sense of their psychology first and how they want and the emotion first, right? I
Yeah.
think those come a little bit after,
Hmm.
but if we can maybe find a way that like can how to say like have some elements for both like maybe Web 2 or Web 3, like I don't know, like from their behavior maybe in Web 3, there's some like people that they actually want to they see the value and the potential of blockchain like the Web 3. So if we can find a way um, to like keep those people around
Hmm.
and slowly make them enjoy maybe just even watching, maybe just even like support maybe all players
Yep.
because they also can be on the ecosystem. I mean like the communities, right? They can also contribute in a different way, not just playing. So if we
Hmm.
understand those behavior and then find a way that match with our like your like Val and Underrealm as a
Hmm.
game, I think it's very like a good part, like intersection of like how we can have like every kind of people that we want in a
Yep.
way that we don't also like kill the gameplay. That's also like very very
Yeah, exactly. That's very important, right? You know, these partnerships or collaborations should not change the way that a game is functioning. So,
exactly.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And at least that part I'm very stubborn. I need
yeah,
to pick the game, no, for sure. as you game designer, of course you gotta do that too.
Yeah. I'm very clear on that. Like even when we are like working on some partnerships, like like when we talked about like Mad Lads, we have a backpack. So the player carries a backpack that is an inventory. So the player can carry oxygen and like the ammo and everything that is required. So we represented that backpack with like the backpack thing, and there is also an exploration element where the player explores, and then there is a monkey island where it's just
Ah,
Monkey
I love
Island where
that.
they yeah. So we are just trying to embed that into our gameplay, but not change the gameplay. So it's just like supporting the people who are throughout the phase and supporting us in like our journey. So it's just like.
Yeah.
It's about communities for me. Like Web3 is purely that. It's not about like meme coins, tokens, whatever. It's just about like having a bootstrapped community that can stay with you for a longer run, share the passion you have, and like build together with you and see you progress. So
Mm.
that's
I'm excited to see on the island as a monk holder, so for sure.
oh yeah, for sure. But that comes on a later phase because the story part is what we have kept aside right now, as I
Mm,
said.
mm.
So it will be more
Oh
on
my God.
OTS. But yeah, I think we can spin up an island in the
Mm.
next month or like in the pipeline.
Yeah,
So
that's why
hopefully.
I tell like BK before, right? I'm not really actually a big fan of like on a big fan. Like I didn't actually have spend a lot of time on like shooting game uh,
Hmm.
or like 3D a lot, but I love that I can have some more time to play the ball like in the upcoming time for sure.
Yeah, but it's a leisure game. Even we are not like pushing it.
But
It's
these
just like a
days, as you mentioned in the earlier, right? We like don't actually have a lot of time, but that's my guilty pleasure. But recently, I spent quite a lot of time playing called I don't know if you know like it's called like Grim Dawn. It's um
uh-huh.
it's an MMORPG. It's an MMO I would say. Yeah, very
MMORPG. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Uh,
It's I gotta download like crossover again just to make because I'm using MacBook so to be able to like play no version of it and then yeah
nice,
so much
nice.
fun if you're a big fan. I mean, I think that's that game, the Green Dawn, right? I think
Hmm.
is still very underrated and it's good. It's similar to like Diablo, but I
Hmm.
think for well, my personally, I like it more, even more. Diablo, I think, yeah, Green
Uh,
Dawn, yeah.
Alex, you got some comments on that?
Uh, I
Oh,
actually was looking. Just,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he's a
I'm
pro.
big gamer.
But
He's
anyhow,
a he's a pro gamer. He's
oh, really?
always into gaming. Yeah.
Okay, I should
Every
check them out now.
Yeah, I'm big. I'm big gamer. I actually was looking at that game, and it looks really cool.
Oh, Green
Uh,
Dawn, check it out.
yeah,
Very fun.
yeah,
but
looks
he's
cool.
a very rational gamer. Like he gives honest feedback. He just doesn't like to boast off or something. Like he just he's like true to himself, and that's why we love him so much. Like every idea he shares is wonderful. Like he has
I
Wow.
uh, 15
definitely
years
love
of experience in
RPGs.
game testing. Yeah, 15 years in game testing.
Yeah, yeah, in game test. Yeah, that's true. But I've been playing since I was like 7 years old. I remember like some of my early memories is definitely playing like Galaga and those kind of games in the old NES systems. And right now, I'm well into VR stuff and just been
Ooh.
beating all the VR games that have been coming out, like Batman, like the Assassin's Creed last year, the Metro game in VR as well. They're making amazing games for VR right now. So that's something I've been advising to everyone to give it a try. It's really worth, especially if you already have a gaming PC where
Mhm.
Mm,
you can play the PC VR games. So you have amazing quality because your PC is doing most of the hard work.
mm,
um, so yeah, I think that's something that's quite underrated right now.
mm.
Um,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. There's amazing games right now. Um, like it's just a completely different because are n- people don't realize until you try it out how you have that depth perception that each eye is treated differently as its own screen, and you see it just like in real life.
Yeah.
You have that stereoscopic vision, and then your hand controllers are the touch
Yeah.
controllers. They're tracked, and you're grabbing the gun using the grip button, and you're holding the gun, you're taking out the clip, you're putting it, you're cocking, you're putting it to your shoulder, looking down, just like you would in real life. And that's the beauty of how game is evolving. It's getting so much realism. um, and VR just adds so much to it. So I really advise everyone to try it out, and it's
Hey,
it
even
won't be
I'm seeing.
disappointing.
Oh, sorry. Even I'm seeing like a lot of hardware coming up. Like when you said the gun, I have actually seen a lot of gadgets that
Yeah,
actually are replicas of gun, and people are basically like not one or two. It's like so many people are basically buying that hardware and trying out all these games. VR is also like taking off really good. I think it's maybe because of the price point coming down. It's becoming more affordable for everyone,
yeah.
and more adoption. I'm not sure.
It actually Meta, just you guys are developers, and maybe you I don't know if you know, but they just announced a fund of like $50 million to invest for
Oh,
people to make these experiences for their metaverse. For
no way. Hmm.
so it really just needs to be something simple, something
Hmm.
really cool. I think you guys should take a look and try to make something
Hmm.
for there, because it's really an emerging market. And
Hmm.
I think, so a lot of people say that the metaverse by by Meta, by Facebook or
Mm,
Zuckerberg has failed, but I don't think it really has.
Yeah.
All these new gamers coming in each season with there's it's going to be their first experience is going into these Horizon worlds, which is
Right. Right.
Horizon is there a meta, and there's a lot of games on there, and a lot of them pick up a lot of traction with especially kids. A lot of kids go in there because they have much more ease to
yeah,
enter into something new, something different. And
exactly. They be
like,
able to create their own like mini like world, like
yeah,
mini houses that they want to own and build it themselves. So yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
Hmm.
yeah. And the kids, like, I know for experience, my nephew, he put on the headset, and in just a few minutes he was already controlling everything and understood everything. And that's stuff that for instance, my niece is a bit older, she didn't have the same ease. And my sister, again, she didn't have the same ease. But kids, when they're like 7, 8, 9, they just take to everything like water. So those are the great uh, the new adherents to this form of gaming that are really coming up. In each year around Christmas time, you see such a high
Hmm.
a ping of people using these new technologies. And I think Web3 is going to be kind of the same. It might sound ridiculous, but once, if we can break the Web3 for kids barrier, in a
Uh,
way that it's everything is integrated, and they're able to control in a way that they can understand, this can be a great advance to the technology as well.
hmm.
It just has to be integrated the right way with the things that they use, with the technology that they're familiar with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, yeah, please. You're telling something, Zach?
No,
Did I
no,
interrupt you?
just say it's true. I mean, like as like Alex just said earlier, right? I think I still bullish on metaverse. I think, but because of like there was also like last cycle,
Hmm.
like last cycle was like pretty much like crazy on like gaming. So that's why because of like the Web3 intersection with metaverse, and it's not really mature yet. So that's why
Hmm.
a lot of people have a negative view on metaverse. So that's why. But I think it came out it's pretty much like a young industry and young stage of the metaverse. But I think there's so much potential. And because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
people trying to do okay, I'm trying to do this and to do that. Maybe what they say is like maybe in 5 years, in 10 years, but because of they want to rush it to make it out, and
Hmm.
then will have a pretty bad view on it. But I think the one who keep doing so, the one who is the one who like gonna own the metaverse and the entire like new type of community or generation, as like Halisa said, right? The new kids. Because in the next 5 years, the kids gonna be like 12, like 14, 13, and actually they're the one who like drive the entire industry and how
Yep.
and run also like our entire society as well. The society, I believe, also gonna run a very very different right now as well.
Right, 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 right. Yeah, even that's what I'm seeing. Even I spent doing some research with this Meta. Even I was like building a few apps. Like earlier, I used to build games for others, like as a provider. Like my studio does that. And I've seen, if you go into a space where you want to interact, you see all kids talking, and it's just like 13-year-old, 12-year-olds, and there are even real human mods that are inside that game, like in those custom avatars, to actually ensure the moderation happens. It's like so funny at that moment. But I think, yeah, I think that's the way it is heading, going forward. And Web3 right now is very immature, to be honest. I'm just speaking with no filters. It is very immature right now. The it will be foolish for founders or builders to imagine that Web3 has that the communities or the people. We have like thousands and thousands of people who can actually see the bigger vision. No, it's very few like set individuals that can actually see the bigger vision, and actually are trying to double down on this. That's like most of the founders and strong community members. So we have very few set of individuals, but we need to keep consistently working on this. Like maybe get the game out first, get the metaverse out first, get it on the hands of people, and then seamlessly blend in the Web3 tech. So I think that is a way going forward too. But yeah, I think Zach also agrees on that. With that, just wanted to any final notes you want to give before we just quickly share some updates and wrap up the call. Anything you want to share? Where can they find and try the game out? The people who are in the chats, and hi Tracy for joining us. Hi Dilly. Sorry, we did not get a chance to say hi to you all.
And
Welcome.
I see the comment, all the chat here, and like, ooh, there's a guy who delete.
He,
This guy won the snack game.
oh,
Hey,
Lily is our pro community member. The
oh,
first
wow.
Astrocast. Yeah, she's the best.
Oh, oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, finally. I know you know say is right. Sometimes I know that because of Web3, there's a lot of bro and all the stuff, and because of like my PRP, and so everyone's just like, oh, bro, this, bro, that. Yeah, I think a lot of people are surprised. Ooh, that's not a bro. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes on stage, whatever, not in just Web3, but in tech before, I was pretty much like the only one like do all the job of the bro.
Yeah, no, we have even in our team, we used to have a lot of girls working, the graphic designers and everything. We just enjoy. I don't know, people. We just came together very organically, and yeah, that's how I met Alex. Also, we just randomly met in Discord.
Oh.
Like, yeah, everyone I met randomly. As I started alone, right? When I came to Hacker House, it's me and Prashanta. That's the two people in the whole
Mhm.
Discord. And then slowly I connected with Alex, and then Dilly joined us last year. One of the biggest supporter, and like she has her own exclusive character inside World. We created an exclusive avatar inside our IP called Dilly,
Mm.
who is fan of snacks, engineers, and tinkers with 3D printers. So we created an
I love
exclusive
that.
avatar just based on that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love that.
She's amazing.
That's how humans connect to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely something with the world is everyone is family. Once they get into our chat and start talking, and we just treat everyone like family, and a lot of people start just connecting, and they just stick around, they just stay, and that happened to me as well. Once I joined was as a fan, as someone that was interested in the industry, wanted to get to know more people, and I was treated so well, and I just found that yeah, the people involved were so nice and kind, and I just connected immediately with Bika. You could see his energy, his drive, his dedication, and just made me feel at home. And yeah, we just hope to bring more and more people organically into the world like that. We don't have bots, we don't have spammers, we don't have hype. We have real connection, real product, and
Mm.
slowly but surely, it's the best way
I think
to
so.
that
Hundred
will.
percent agree. 100%. That's how it us as well, right? there's no. I mean, seeing a person talk about like whatever, like when token, whatever. This or when airdrop. Yeah, but we mostly just talk and then just like a real human connection, like human like conversation. You guys just like talk as a human, and there's nothing try to sell or buy here. You just
Yeah.
like, okay, I have this day like that, and I think that's make it like how to say a very good community. But I think of course there's a lot of people is very good at like community building and connection. I love that as well. I love those people doing a great job. But I think because of maybe until the day that us ourselves, right, as a like mean a founder who also wants to like see our community and connect to them and the development team, right? I think the best way or the most like OG way is like just treat them as friend, as your friend. So that's the fundamental of like human connection. So what that's what we also do at our place as well. So I 100% agree. Even like first like met BK, right? BK might not be like the loud person at like a Web3 networking event, but I can see like he's just like so focused. Like the guy just like really doing the ball for like those years and just keep building focus on that. And I love that. I love those kind of people as well. And it's like onion, right? The know you the more you know with people, like the know you peel them, you get like more surprise. And I think that's the charm of a builder and a game, especially in a game, right? There's a lot of things that actually when you go out to the world, you actually don't have things to tell to the world because you have
Yeah.
nothing to show because it's still in progress of like this and that, and like you cannot like sell your gameplay, right? By like
Yeah.
pitch whatever like others. I've been there than that also. I get it. So I have so much respect for like the people who actually have the passion and not just passion, but they actually do it. And then they be like have a high conviction. They still have the determine and they just like keep doing so for years. I love that. That's I think that's what's a life to live, I guess. So yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
be that person.
That's where I connected with you too, Zang. Like, I really love that. And that's how, like, even in the Astrocast, like the people I connect, the friends I have are like, we are all working towards something, achieving something which we are passionate about. So that's why we are like minds attract like minds. So that's, I think, we whatever you told me, or Alex, like, told about me, that's what I found with you guys as well. That's why I was able to resonate. That's why I was able to be the friend, like, yeah, you were saying. So we're all in this together. We are seeing the bigger vision, and collectively we are working towards it. That's what I would say. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much. I think I would love to see a lot more like intersection with like underrealm and the ball in upcoming time in the space. I think
Mm.
one of the things that maybe there's a lot of noise or there's a lot of trend and hype out there some part of time, and of course in the space and from the community perspective, right? Of course, there's always like something for people to actually keep watching on you. I think
Mm.
gaming is still somehow underrated, and especially in Solana. I would say that how much as I love like Solana, I think it's still very lag and very behind on gaming,
Yep.
and I would say we are the people who trying still like doing it and making it happen. So I wish you all guys the best as well. Also to us as well. We're
Yep.
gonna
All the best. Yeah.
make it happen,
We
and
all gonna make it happen.
yeah, and we gotta unite together to see, right? I mean, the people who on it is the one who understand it and makes it happen, not just like by speaking. So there's a lot of work to do. I think there's also a lot of challenge as well, even for financial, for like people, for even the focus is whether it's on us or not on in terms of like gaming genre. So
Hmm.
yeah, I get so much respect on any of you guys as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for
Thank.
again introducing and
Yes.
letting me on us today. And by the way, I love Alex like background. I didn't know. I tell you, it's so dope.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
tell
because
that. Like,
mhm.
look at
Yeah,
those
because I
small details. He has got elevator. You have got a lot of stuff, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just put my stash over there of geek stuff. It just happens to be in the background. It's just all my toys. If you see, I have like there's a lot of stuff you can't see down here.
I love that.
Star Trek ships, and
Exactly.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
because part of what I do is I'm a streamer for a couple of projects, so I go in their discords and stream their games and play with the community and stuff. So yeah, I've set it up to be like my stream background, but it's just it was already there before. It was already my geek altar, my shrine to my favorite stuff, which is uh, Star Trek,
Mhm.
Fallout, uh, WWE, Star Wars,
Yeah, I can see.
Iron Maiden.
That's so
So
cool.
the stuff I love. Yeah, on my guitars as well.
Wow, actually, you have
Mhm.
like, is that three guitars? You have three,
Yeah,
right?
I have two guitars and a bass.
On the bass, right? Yes. I love
Yeah,
bass so much.
And
yeah,
he's the one who composed the song you heard in the start.
Oh, actually, I was about to say, what, bro? I was like, oh, I forget about it because I was like listening to it and was like vibing, and it was so much fun. I can hear also the lyrics. I was like, oh, wait, this is a custom song. Who make it?
yeah. I
I
made
love
the
it.
song. Yeah, it's AI, but took a lot of time to put it like that.
It's a lot of
But it is
vibrations, but
made with AI. Yeah,
yeah.
So much respect. Oh, I love people who have like the artistic vibe and actually, and I love bass so much. Really, really love bass.
yeah, yeah. Bass was where I started for sure. It's still
Wow.
my passion is the bass. It's uh, it's just so much fun, and yeah, then everything else came after. I wanted to make my own music. I still make my own music alone myself. I still have a few stuff in production, and it's yeah, it's definitely a passion since many years um, to
Can
make
you make us
music.
a song?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I can
Come
what?
on, let's do it.
Oh, it's medieval. It's different, Giorgio. It might be a good challenge.
Oh,
play play as a song live. Yeah. Let's go.
live?
Yeah. Can you do it now?
Let's do it. Why not? I mean, there's no one to judge us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me.
Or only if you're comfortable. Only if you're comfortable. So,
I'll try.
but it
No,
would be great if you do it. Yeah.
I'm just thinking how to do it.
Just,
Let me try.
just no. Okay.
In the meantime, we can have to like cover the empty time.
Tech.
I love I love this.
Yeah, I'm just thinking technically how could I do it? Let me try.
Oh, yeah.
I think I know how. I think I know how.
All
Wow,
right.
it's
Let's
so much
go.
Let me
I,
just connect.
everyone have their own like their how to say like the personal space of like as a kid, right? As a thing that they love to do. I love that.
Hmm. Yeah, let me just. I need to connect my stuff.
So excited! Wow,
Wow. This is happening.
bro, this is so much fun. I think our episode today is the best.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
best. Yeah,
I think
It's-
so.
see, I always
Okay.
wanted Astrocast to be as candid as possible, and this cannot get more candid than this.
Yeah, for
I
real.
like that too. I like that too. I mean, of course. I mean, that's yours, right? You can decide what you want. I mean, I think formal is good, but like having this kind of like unexpected like chill moment is so much better.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let me just. I just need to connect my stuff and be right back.
Okay.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Wow, he's doing so much job. I like that.
Let's
I put
go.
100% support. Wow, it's so much fun. Wait, is it? This is like the which okay. Today episode is what where's my work? Like how many posts extra cut like so far actually?
Oh, we have done more than 20 episodes so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I
but
was like 20 something.
it's more like we have been doing it from the last uh, 3 to 4 months. I think 4 months. But in middle we had we dropped off for a month
Mm.
during this LSD NFT launch, and then
Oh yeah.
we just came back again let's do this thing. Let's not focus anything about anything else. Just focus
Yeah.
on game, do our thing. Yeah.
This is pretty fun. Because I've been like occasionally like see the Astro Cup like from here and there. Sometimes I don't quite like, yeah. I'm so that's why I cannot recall like the timeline and stuff. But I love what you guys doing. I think it's a good move. And having this is so fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, it also keeps us like very have a good time to like talk to people from different places, and then keep us like okay. Beside like building stuff, this is also having fun. I love connecting to people. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And And this is something what everyone sees, like if you go to any spaces and this thing, people always talk about the same thing, repeat it, but they don't actually understand the journey of the builders, the other founders, or the other indies who are working behind in the scenes, right? So this is an attempt to bring what we actually go through on daily basis, and what are the things we are most passionate about. Not just me, but like all the people in the ecosystem who I've been meeting over a period of time. So that's the idea, let people see what real builders journey is, and
Look like how crazy
yeah.
they are, how crazy they are, how silly they are. True. It's okay. Everyone is silly. So
Yeah.
how we're getting smarter. Are you sick
And
by any chance?
yeah, oh sorry, yeah, I was actually having a fever till yesterday, so today
Oh,
I'm a bit better. I just have cough right now. I was
right.
trying to go on mute, but I think I missed it.
Last week
So.
we also got flu at our office as well. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's happening everywhere. I think it's just the weather change,
Yeah.
right? The whole season change everywhere. Yeah.
So
So
too. I think so too. Yeah.
I don't. I hope it's not some other new new pandemic that's coming up.
Yeah.
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 But it's always it's like flu everywhere right now. Yeah.
Hmm.
Take care.
Even Alex was suffering with that last week. He was like he could
Mm,
not speak more than 5-10 minutes. Last week we did ourselves with our team. So the design team and the game development team, they came in. They discussed about their design process, how we convert ideas to actual models functioning. Ours is completely 3D, right? So we had to, and it's technical. So basically we are trying to display the vision of future, like in 2080s, how the world is going to be. And these
mm,
astro kids are basically like teens, right? They traveled for 14 years in
mm,
space, so we set those characters somewhere around 18, 19 years, so that
mm,
the next generation can resonate with that. And they just walk through this journey. And in our comics we'll be going much more deeper on the story and the lore aspect. Yeah,
mm.
so
Wow.
I'll share your copy before we go public so that you can give us a review.
Wow. Very excited. Very excited. I think I always admire people that be able to create a world that for the future, like a
Hmm.
fantasy world in the future.
Yep.
Because I don't have that creativity, so I tend to do like more or like something I do like is like fantasy world but more in the past.
Hmm.
Mm. I don't know,
Hmm.
like because I think I don't have like creative enough. I'm not crazy enough to think about like a thing in the future yet. Because I'm a very realistic person. Because I'm the one who like live for today or I live for the
Hmm.
present. So sometimes I cannot prospect how the future is gonna be looking like. I'm very open to any. So yeah,
Right. Yeah,
it's
the future I'm showing is pretty messed up. So yeah, it's pretty messed up, and that's the reason why these kids left planet Earth and going somewhere else.
mm,
So yeah,
all right.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I saw the
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, what were you say earlier? You were saying something earlier, right? And I cut you off.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
Can you still hear me? By the way.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. No, was actually it was. I'm pretty curious on like as a game designer, how was your process of making like the world and
Uh,
say anything that was like it's kind of biggest challenge for you when designing like this type game.
Yeah, the major challenge is like the whatever the product we are developing. This is not like the mechanics are not the mechanics are simple, but it's a lot of story driven gameplay, right? So world actually people can understand the deeper sense of what we are doing if they
Mm,
understand if they go through the storyline of the game, but that's RPG, and RPGs take a lot of time, like especially if you are trying to build a good quality one with a storyline and have all the animations and cutscenes inside the whole process. So that is very time consuming. So
mm,
that has been the main challenge. Like I started, and it's a three-part story. Like even I was actually initially thinking of writing a book first, and then also
cool.
launching a comic. Yeah, so it is very much based on that story, like how the Astro Kids, the first part is Astro Kids sent into the space, and then in this new planet they find mysterious landscapes, as if someone has already drilled the land mass of that planet, and it's just the water that is left. That's why it's called aquatica. There's a small thin equatorial like land,
Mm.
so that they find out what through the clues, like, as they progress inside the game, they meet new creatures, and they discover blueprints which will reveal story of what happened on planet Earth. And that's a whole new story, like, in 2040 the AI evolution like speeds up like crazy. All the
Mm.
bots are powered through AIs, and they go rogue, and it's between a fight between people who are supporting AI and people who are against AI, and
Mm.
that leads you to a disaster, like, 20-year war. And yeah, it's the whole story. And now the biggest challenge was like converting that into a game.
Mm.
So it's like I had to break it down to the easiest module we can develop, that is the RTS module. So we get it out, like, get that IP into the hands of public so that they understand much more clearly, like, at least just if get the first taste of it, like launch a small comic series so that they understand that. And once we have this core base, then maybe, like, the big players can join hands, and we can take this IP to animes, and also, like, build games on top of that animes. So that
Mm.
is the whole ideology for this right now.
Mm.
So it's
Mm.
more of an IP, and game is the major driving factor of the IP.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Wow, you even wanted to write a book, hands down.
Yeah. No, actually, that would be a very good part. Like, I
Mm.
personally believe I should actually do that,
Mm.
even before, like, having the game, so that people who are interested in that, they can actually study that. And that opens up a lot of doors. As developers or creators, we also want to see, like, new doors opening up, and where we can explore. And if this books publishes and goes into hands of so many people, and people are loving it,
Mm.
so that is your first, like, proof of, like, validation, right? So that is a validation that, okay, people are enjoying the story. And then it becomes much easier for us to actually put more, like, energy, time, money, and everything into this to scale it up. So yeah, whatever we are doing is layer zero right now, and hopefully in the next 10 years we make it as big as we aim for this. But yeah, hopefully, let's see.
You guys have a long, long way to go. I love that. I love that. Love to see like how far to see like you guys.
Alex Ragdas. It's been 15 minutes. Alex, where are you?
10 minutes. Wow, time flies. He's trying to find his music. Wow,
Oh
I
yeah.
really like the opening song though. I really like.
Hey,
Oh,
can
oh,
you hear me?
oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm trying to connect this stuff up. There's my stream.
Ah,
Let me
oh,
see. You know, it's a technological challenge to connect all this stuff when you have just a small mixing table and you have to play the guitar at the same time and just to
uh,
connect. Like, can't use the wireless, like the headphones with Bluetooth because of the lag.
uh,
You
Wow.
have to change the whole thing. Path. So I'm trying here just to make it work, but it still doesn't want to work.
uh, that's okay, Alex. If that is too much trouble, that's okay. But yeah, if you are almost there, we can do it. Up to you.
I
Wow.
don't know. I'm
Or, or
trying.
maybe, or maybe, like, we are having one more Astrocast with Zhang, so you can do it then.
Okay, together. Another one together. We don't talk music.
Yeah, that's it. We can try another time, maybe once I figure it out how to stream. Because they have very specific software, what they call the DAWs, which are
Yeah,
very heavy, very specific recording software.
Mm,
ah,
I see, I
And
see. Yeah.
so that's the only way to really bring a line into
yeah. Actually, we are unable to hear you talk when you are playing it. I think it's hindering with the mic.
Oh, but you can hear the guitar. Yeah, because it's only one line. Yeah, it's only on one output.
Ah,
It's all on the same output.
wow. It's not easy to be a streamer, right, or a singer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's not working.
That's okay. That's okay, bro. Thanks for trying. That's the you did your best. So, like that, maybe we can definitely set this up. Once I think in the next 3 weeks, you said that you are going for most likely like going for public, right? For the playtests and stuff. Maybe we can deep dive more into game, like the trading mechanics and everything you are planning, and maybe we can plan one more extra cast in the next month if that
Yeah, for
works.
sure. In the meantime, like you guys, any of you guys still watching, feel free to jump in Underrealm. It's browser based and it's free to play. Just let's go.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. We,
You can hear that?
Hear it.
Yep, yep. We could hear that. A bit of noise, but yeah, we could hear that. Yes.
Yeah. Now need to
We have a
try.
concert at some point. Yes, for sure.
Well, in that, I will change the setting and will turn all the lights off, with just some neon light and
Yeah,
then
he even has this RGB lights, like color changing, and then boom, boom,
I
boom, boom.
dressed up and I go a rock like concert.
For sure, for sure. But thank you so much, Alex. For trying this out. But definitely, let's make sure that we do it next time. Whenever you are ready, in the mood, and the tech is ready, we'll definitely do it live on
Yeah.
Astrocast.
Thanks
Yep.
again for inviting me for today. It's my honor to be on Astrocast.
Yeah, thank you so much, Zach. Love to have you here, and yeah, let's do this more. And uh, uh, okay, are you giving an end music, the end game, Alex?
You can try. You can try.
Let's go.
Just need to tune.
Oh shit, you are good, bro. Just if just
I'm only having this right now. let's go.
Louder?
Love it. Yeah, the volume is going on and off, but it's really good. I think but if the set, oh yeah,
Should I put it louder?
yeah, this is perfect, I guess. Oh, ah, it just dropped off, but
Yeah, the driver doesn't like it. To stream music. Let me try something else. Wait a minute.
Actually, the voice, the mic is picking up and dropping off. So that's what's happening. Like it's not consistent.
Oh, the voice is probably gonna cut off.
Woo! Go, Alex!
Let's go. Love it.
Yeah, I used to do that actually. I used to stream on randomly on Twitch, just playing guitar or playing bass. Okay.
Metallica.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh. No way.
Alex!
Oh, I know Metallica.
Bro, we should actually plan this out, keep an exclusive time slot just for this, and
I'm getting too much
oh,
delay.
hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, bro. We can hear you. Yeah.
It gets too much delay, too much lag, and it's really hard to cut when you're
Yeah,
even
actually,
if
what's
it's
happening is we could hear your initial, 2, 3 strokes, and after that, the volume goes low, and we could not hear that much, and then it picks up. Yeah, that's how it is.
hmm.
Maybe I think we can. Yeah, he's definitely a free bird for sure. Devansh, he is a free bird, living his life the way he wants.
That's the spirit. I love that. I love
Yep,
that.
yep.
Mm, thank you, thank you.
Woo! Let's go!
Yeah, once I start, it's hard to stop.
Oh, well, thank
Yeah.
you so much. I think we should have a proper one, and then it's gonna be very, very good.
Yep. Once we have it properly connected, and maybe we can test it out in demo stream, and then we can definitely go with it. Yep.
Thanks so much, Alex. It's been like my first time
Yeah.
only, but he's already like, oh, let me show you my skills.
Yeah, I'm always happy to.
Oh, that's my pleasure.
Uh, yeah, I've actually been thinking about this for quite a while. I want to bring this to my streams, even to with the other projects and stuff. But yeah, it's just it's exciting. It's something definitely I miss from growing up. All the projects because I don't just have these guitars. Like I played hundreds of concerts. I've written dozens of songs. I have several albums
Wow.
out there with different projects, with different bands. I have my own stuff that I'm in the process of making. I have some stuff that's published already. Um, yeah, it's music's been a big part since I was like 15, 14 years old when I started in bands.
That's
Uh,
Wow. Wow.
yeah, it's
That
a big passion.
you are a real one. Thanks for doing this, bro. Thanks for doing this.
No worries. Let's do it better next time.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And thank you so much, Zach. For everyone who is watching here, make sure you test out Underrealms and use the app. We'll also come with more updates regarding IOA. With that, thank you so much, Zach. Thank you, Alex. You can just zap it and then okay. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah. Thanks, Alex.
Signing off. Thank you.
See you.
Thank you for joining. See you next time.
And boom. Bye. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye. See you next time with the Astrocast.
Thanks
Yeah.
everyone for hopping in today.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming in.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
for now.
Bye.
Yeah, we rise. Yeah, we rise from the void. Builders of the fall, make some noise. This is power, this is truth, this is fire. We're the spark that'll light your empire. We're the grinders, the makers, the dream machine. Chasing visions through the Web3 stream. Break the mold, let the fire ignite. We're building in public, no fear, no fright. Amid the rugs and the fakes we shine. Grinding through space, coding in time. The fold is ours, yeah, we're claiming the game. Astric is rising, remember the name. It's the future we write, it's a world we design. The fold is calling and the stars will align. The fold is ours, we're breaking the chains. Riding the storms, we're embracing the game. From the depths of Aquatica to galaxies wide, the Astral Kids conquer, the fold's on the rise. Yo, solo explorers building the base. From an island of dreams to the vastest space. Transforming the grind into indie gold. Bear the torch, we're breaking the old. This ain't just a game, it's a movement away. From the sea to the stars, it's the future we pave. A limited run, but the fire's alive. Exclusive mid-watch, the legends arrive. Builders of the bear, we're taking it there. From nothing to something, to the cosmos we tear. Through the void, through the dark, we declare. Yo, step up, step in, feel the beat drop. Indie revolution, and we won't stop. From collectors to coders, we're setting the bar. Rising like rockets, we're aiming for stars. The fold is ours. We're breaking the chains. Riding the storms, we're embracing the game. From the depths of Aquatica to galaxies wide, the Astric is conquer, the fold's on the rise. Yeah, we're carving the path, and it's burning bright. Indies, take note, this is your fight. The fold is calling, and we're answering loud. Heads high, fists raised, we're making you proud. Yeah, we're carving the path, and it's burning bright. Indies, take note, this is your fight. The fold is calling, and we're answering.